Hi, I'm Mr. Brussman here at Coon Rapids High School. Today we're taking a look at the mechanic stool project that we have here. Here we have the plan. We have our two 33-inch pieces, which is what we needed to cut of the 1-inch square tubing. That's the first step that we have here. The second part here on the plan says mark tube at 16 inches. Okay, so we'll take and simply measure 16 inches. Okay, remember we mark making a V, and the point to the V is at 16 inches. We'll double check, make sure that we got it, which we do. Now I'm going to put the pieces together. I'm going to make sure that I have the ends even. I can take a combination square here, lay it right across my V mark with the point here, and now I can use my scratch awl here to simply mark across, and I have both pieces marked equally. I will then go ahead and scratch an X on the 17-inch side, this being the 16-inch side. Okay, so my 17-inch has the X on it. Okay, the purpose of the X is to represent which of the two sides is the longer, which we will need to know over at the Hossfeld bender. And so now we can go ahead, head over to the Hossfeld bender. Okay, we're over here at the Hossfeld bender. What I have laying on the floor right here are the pieces that we're going to use in the Hossfeld bender to form our tubing. So here we have the form that we're going to form the tubing around. We have our roller, which is going to help bring it around, and we have the block here that we are going to use to clamp this. So now we need to go ahead and get this into the Hossfeld bender. So we'll go ahead and start with the form. First thing I will do is I need to pull the center pin here. I want to make sure that I have this part down, and I will slide in. And now I need to draw the center pin all the way through all the pieces. Right? There we're through. Okay? Next, we'll grab the other two pieces. I will take my tubing, and I'm going to place it so that I have my mark facing up and my 17-inch side facing out. I'm going to place it in the form, and I'm going to place the block in, and I'm going to figure out which side of the block. You have each side with the hole off center towards one corner. We have side A, B, C, and D stamped on the top. Side A is the side that I need, and I will go in hole 8 or S and fit through. The bottom line is whatever hole I use, I want it so that it is as tight in towards the project as possible. Okay, or into the form. Next, I'll go ahead and slide this out. I'm going to slide this all the way over. I can go ahead and put my piece back in. And I'm going to take the roller, and I will put it in hole G, or the farthest out towards the arm. Okay. The next thing that I will do is I will grab my framing square or carpenter square, and I will place it into the form. Now, in the center, there is a bar that kind of crushes the tubing a little bit. I do not want to be placed on that, but I want to be placed on the form. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate my 16-inch mark with the 17-inch being out, so my X is right here facing out. I am bending the 17. And what I'm doing is putting the square up against my piece, and the corner of the square is right at my 17 or 16-inch mark that I have. Okay? As soon as I have that, and I need to come this way just a little bit. I got a feeling I went too far. Nope, I didn't. I'm right on. Okay? Now, I'm putting pressure, kind of pulling out on the bar here. I have it set, and now what I'm going to do is I bring this out. As I did it, I put pressure, making sure that I'm tight, so that each one is going to end up being the same. Now I've got pressure on it. The next thing I need to do is I need to grab, keeping pressure on it so it doesn't move on me, slide the bar in. This will give me my leverage. Now I'm going to come out to the end, I'll put my safety glasses on as we bench. Okay. I'm going to come out to the end. I'm going to grab hold, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep one leg behind me. I'm going to get down low, and I'm going to throw my weight into it. Make sure before you start that the floor is good and clean, and objects behind you are pushed out of the way. Like we've got the ironwork here pushed out of the way, the cord out of the way. So we got a clear path. Okay. And now all we're going to do is go ahead and start bending around. So here we go. Okay, I get my weight down low, keep one leg behind in case anything goes wrong, and we start forming right around. Okay? Okay? Now as I get to the end, we'll slow up a little bit. Okay? And we're looking for the two ends to basically be parallel. And we'll basically just come around. All right, now I've got them parallel. If I went a little bit beyond, not a big deal. We can take care of that at the bench using a mouse. Okay, so I'll take my arm out. Now, to get it to come out, I simply take my ball and tap it out. And we can go ahead, pull it out, and we have it formed. Repeat for the second side. Once you have both sides done, make sure that they match as far as the bend goes. If there's a little discrepancy on the ends, see your teacher to see if it's going to be a problem, but for the most part, if this end is even and there's a little discrepancy up here, it's not going to be a problem in the project.